Their plan didn't work.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl B Octavia.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia. How y'all doing today? Today I have to talk about Porsha. Miss Porsha Williams, Miss Won't Sit Her Ass Still, Miss running through these niggas like a tomb raider. But yes, today we must talk about Porsha really quick. I gotta get this off my chest and off my heart, okay? So it was just news that Porsha is coming back to Real Housewives. All right. Which is good news. We need Nene. You can leave Candy off. That's my girl, but it is what it is. Marlo, no. Phaedra needs to come back. Sheree, I could do without Sheree. Sheree need to worry about everything else. Bob and the she by Sheree stuff. So she coming back, but she gonna have a whole different storyline than what she was supposed to have. Now, ain't this about a crock of shit? I'm tired of seeing Porsha during a breakup. Right after news that Porsha is coming back came out, news came out that not only did Simon, her freshly new husband, he got rejected by the immigration people, right? Then news came out that Porsha then filed for divorce. After 15 months of marriage, that is a year and 3 months. Yes, that's a year and 3 months. She filing for divorce. And not only, is it the immigration and all that, he allegedly got some fraudulent activity that's been going down. She don't want no parts of it. Porsche ain't got no problem jumping right off the boat. Like waiting for salvation, waiting for rescue. She's just gonna jump off the boat, right? This could be one of two things that's happening here. The first thing that could be happening here is she just filed for divorce and she gonna go through with it, but it's only to keep immigration and all that fraudulent shit and the lawsuits and all of that off of her ass so that she can protect her assets and her assignment is going to stay together. That could be the case. But number two, if she actually filing for divorce and she's gonna go through with it and be done with him, she not gonna get much money. I mean, something else just came out just in within this hour of a company, a private jet company that he's used their services multiple times and he hasn't paid. So what the fuck is going on? Because I do know it's affluent and rich people in the motherfucking Africa, okay? In the motherfucking Africa, I know that it is rich people in this business. You feel what I'm saying? But there's also scammers like a motherfucker that can front it off real good and make you think that what's glittering is gold and it's just a pile of shit with gold glitter on top. You feel what I'm saying? So she could have found out some truths about his finances. And in breaking down those lies, she could have filed for divorce in the intention of just being done with him. But the money, Portia, Portia like money. Matter of fact, Portia loves money. So I don't know. I truly don't know, but I really don't want to hear this storyline. I don't want to, like, I don't want her to keep making herself a victim to these guys. I don't want to. She's like 42, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Portia is 42 years old. Now, if I gotta keep getting married and divorced, and I'm not saying it was, no, it was too many times. Did she get married to the other guy? I feel like she did, or she was about to. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like she moving too fast. And tell me this: how can immigration take anybody serious that's changing women like they change their drawers? Mr. Simon, he got a messy background with romances. So the reason why he probably got rejected is because they can't take nothing you do serious. You could do the most traditional fucking wedding and motherfuckers still ain't gonna take you serious. The people that really that you want to take you serious are not gonna take you serious. So it's like you did all this two weddings and all this bullshit. Did you pay for that? Like, let's talk about it. Like, and I feel like Porsha is the type of woman not to ask many questions, especially if she know the guy is spinning. She's done it countless of times. Dennis had money. Her first husband had money. He was the real impossible abuser by how she was acting and stuff. I mean, ain't this exhausting? And I'm talking about like this is a question for both of them. Ain't it exhausting to keep going from man to man and then from woman to woman? And the way that y'all found each other was messy. It was gonna be something. You, Portia, you were supposed to buckle up and get ready. That's what this whole 2 wedding and 15 months of marriage been about for Simon. Buckle up, get ready, get ready for some shit. Immigration and all of them is gonna probably deport his ass. Are you gonna live over there? Or you think you're gonna keep coming back and forth? They're not gonna let you. They're not gonna let you. I don't know how that shit go. I don't feel like dealing with the headache of it all. And it's things that, as a wife now, you're gonna have to sacrifice. And a lot of women have done it, and not saying that it was a good experience or a bad, but a lot of women have done it. They've uprooted their kids for a man, in circumstances where he gotta go to jail or he being deported, and they go on over and live over there. Then what? You got a child with somebody else that's over in the States. How's that gonna work? So she might be thinking of all the right things, but I know she loved money. So I'm really like leaning. I'm really leaning towards that she just gonna divorce him on paper and do some Yandy and Medici type. I feel like marriage could start out as like a verbal agreement. Shit, that's like common law. This paper, we're gonna divorce. Keep that legal and in public so everybody can see. Because obviously, him wanting to live in the United States and him wanting his citizenship and all of that, Portia could say that he used her for that. Portia could say that, and the fact that it didn't work, it backfired on him. He thought he had it with the first Fallon, and Lord knows who he had before that. But I don't know. He must have been spending real money with Fallon, and he's spending real money now. But it seemed like a lot of shit is fraudulent with him. I don't know. I know damn sure that I ain't hear about his name before any of this. Even when he was with Fallon, ain't nobody know who a Simon was. Simon Says she got a daughter to. You can't uproot your daughter, no matter how like hell bent over love. I wouldn't advise it. So that's where it gets messy. He got kids by other women, but he don't have the stress of worrying about, all of that. He really don't. A lot of men don't. They can just up and do whatever the fuck they want to in most circumstances. Needless to say, I'm tired of this. I really, I didn't necessarily think that it was going to last long as far as Portia and Simon and this marriage. I didn't necessarily think it was going to last long, but for a person like Portia, she's a okay person. She has a lot of knowledge that she needs to gain, about what our ancestors experienced so she can pass it on to her daughter correctly and to her future kids correctly. But a person like Portia, you just simply want things to work out for them so they don't keep singing this sad song. They just keep banging their head on the wall. And metaphorically, they are trying the same thing over and over again. And it always ends the same. You always end up with the same kind of guy in a different body. The shell is different, but it ends all the same. To be honest, she should have stayed with Dennis. He had some things with him too, but I think she should have just stayed where she was at and didn't see the opportunity, as an opportunity. She should have just met Fallon's husband and kept it pushing. Um, Getting into a relationship in a very messy way as they did, like, it's going to end one way or another. It is going to end, whether it's in 15 months or it's in 24 or it's in 4 years, etc, etc. So hopefully they done been started filming, and what we're gonna see is everything prior to this, because I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear what she's gonna have to say to that. I don't want to hear nothing about it. That is all that I have to say on that. Of course, Porsha is asking for privacy and these things like that. And then Simon comes out and he says, I will stop loving my wife when the divorce is final. And I don't know what he mean by that. I don't know if he means the opposite or if he means exactly that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That could just be a front as well. Their plan didn't work. A lot of people want this plan and they work towards this plan of making a relationship something that it should have never been, type shit, in hopes to gain citizenship. So it is what it is. Hopefully they just divorce and then do y'all little shiesty shit. Go ahead, because that's what it's given to me. If her storyline is of this divorce and all of that, I'm tired. Where's Nene? I need her. Porsha needs her. We need a better cast this season because Latoya Forever, all them people like that. Even Juice Adora started to get on my nerves. So Candy started to get on my nerves because she was getting too much camera time. Marlo was just saying off the wall things, and whoever else was just fillers. So we don't have time for that. We need showstoppers. We need the OGs. You feel what I'm saying? So like this, comment your thoughts on this whole divorce and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.